It is 6:01, and as you wake up this It's 6:01, and as you wake up this morning, sirens on Honolulu warning people to evacuate as a potential tsunami moves in. It comes after an 8.8 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Russia early Wednesday. The earthquake is also causing tsunami warnings in Alaska, Japan, and other coasts south towards New Zealand.
And right now we want to take you live to Waikiki Beach in Hawaii, where ABC News has reported already the island is seeing 5-foot waves as a result of this earthquake. Tsunami warnings have been issued for the island. People have been trying to evacuate throughout yesterday and now into the night. It's something that we're going to continue to watch as we welcome you in to GMK. Good morning, everybody here in Kentuckiana. I'm Jim Stratman.
And I'm Grace McKenna. Matt, yeah, it is certainly a very serious weather situation there on the Pacific Coast.
Absolutely. You know, whenever we see this type of activity happen, you know, it's very rare that these intense earthquakes of this intensity happen. So an 8.8 magnitude earthquake off of the Russian coast, and those are creating that tsunami threat across portions of Hawaii. So a tsunami warning in place for the folks on the Hawaiian Islands. We will continue to keep you updated as we continue to get more information regarding the situation. But just to give you an idea of how much power was associated with that earthquake, whenever you see earthquakes of that magnitude, closer to that 9.0, that's about 1 trillion pounds of explosive energy that was released with that. So hard to wrap your mind around that type of activity. We'll continue to keep you posted with the latest details with that. Back home for us here in Kentuckiana, the heat advisory in place until 8 p.m. as we head into our evening hours, and you can expect those temperatures still to be warm this morning. The upper 70s across Louisville. Winds out of the west at 3 miles per hour. Temperatures are ranging into the lower 70s, 72 in Bedford, 73 in Scottsburg, 72 in Shepherdsville, 71 near Mumfordville. Satellite and radar continuing to stay quiet and dry for us this morning, but you'll notice those showers and thunderstorms starting to develop further into Iowa. That is going to be our relief, but it's going to take its time getting here. We're not expecting those to arrive until tomorrow into the afternoon. We still have another round of steady sunshine continuing for the next upcoming days. You can expect, or into the next upcoming hours. We're still expecting sunny conditions all throughout our morning and afternoon. Those temperatures ranging in the mid to upper 90s with a decent amount of humidity around with us, and we'll start seeing those clouds gradually increase throughout the overnight hours, and we'll start tomorrow morning off with cloudy skies and a few isolated showers to give way to that relief that we're finally tracking. That's a quick update with the weather today. More weather details coming up soon. Here's a quick check of traffic this morning. So far, we're looking good to go on all of our major interstates and roadways entering the Louisville Metro. Nothing slowing us down this morning. Everything looking good to go. Grace, Jim.
Matt, thank you very much. Our top story today, we're turning from downtown out to J-Town as Louisville's Norton Healthcare is expanding, building a major children's hospital campus out in eastern Jefferson County.
The CEO took questions last night about what the new location should include. WHAS11's Alex Dieterer and chief photojournalist Philip Merle report.
We want people to turn their cars back away from the north instead of heading to Cincinnati, come to Tucker Station Road.
A massive new Norton pediatric campus is coming to East Jefferson County. This notable multicolored Norton children's balloon is expanding its reach.
He sees that balloon. He says, I got my cast on and off there.
For the Taylor family,
we've been with Norton since we became parents.
The expansion here locally brings a sense of relief to the family of 4.
I know times during COVID and RSV cases, the hospitals were full. We went through issues where we thought we were going to have to go to Nashville or Cincinnati to get help. So to have a facility like this here in Louisville, right in your own backyard to help you when you're in need is going to be fantastic for the whole community.
155 acres here along Tucker Station Road will be dedicated solely to pediatric patients and their families.
This is a regional children's hospital facility, so it's important that we be at a place that's accessible. And when you look at the location here, you see I-64 headed both in directions, and then you see I-265 just a little ways from that.
Norton CEO Russ Cox says the healthcare company is not moving or closing the downtown Norton Children's location, just expanding to other parts of the city.
We've already established a great pediatric presence. What's hampered us has been our inability to grow.
One of the concerns he addressed at the first community listening session, asking you what you want to see at the new campus, which is set to have walkable green space and, given its size, its own transportation. The notable balloon taking flight from downtown to Jeffersontown. Alex Dieterer, WHAS11 on your side.
No official groundbreaking date has been announced yet. Norton says it wants to take the next 18 months to focus on community input before moving forward. Meanwhile, we do have a health alert for you this morning. A second measles case has been reported in Louisville. It brings the total number of cases in Kentucky this year to 14. According to the mayor, the new case is linked to the first patient reported here earlier this month. Both patients have been quarantining, and neither are related to the other confirmed cases in the Commonwealth. It's unknown at this time if the latest patient is vaccinated. Health officials say there are vaccines available at Louisville Metro Public Health and Wellness clinics.
Two former football coaches appeared in court on child sex abuse charges yesterday. Donnie and Ronnie were arraigned in Jefferson County. Both men are former DuPont Manual High School football coaches, and both were indicted on dozens of charges. Prosecutor Andrew Reinert said for the Commonwealth asked the judge to set their bonds at $500,000 apiece for several reasons.
The danger to the community. As I said last week, both of these defendants are alleged, and a grand jury has indicted them for numerous sexual abuse acts on children at schools over a period of 2 decades. They would get under investigation at one school, go to another one, and continue to offend.
The judge did set the $500,000 bond for both men, and their next court date is set for August 19th.
JCPS is addressing how it spent money donated by billionaire Mackenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Amazon co-founder Jeff Bezos. She made a massive $20 million donation to the school district in 2022. Last night, board members said some of the money was used to pay for a billboard honoring outgoing superintendent Dr. Marty Polio. Polio originally said the Scott money would be earmarked to close funding gaps in high-poverty schools. During a board meeting last night, JCPS Chief Financial Officer Eddie Munn said most of the money spent has gone directly to schools.
The vast majority of it, $3 million out of 3.2 million, has gone directly to schools or students. The other purposes, most of the rest of it has gone toward culture and climate.
Questions were raised about how the remaining funds should be spent. Proposals will be heard at the next board meeting. And happening tonight, JCPS is hosting the second in a series of public forums with new JCPS Superintendent Dr. Brian Yearwood. JCPS says the goal is to create open conversations. People will be able to ask questions, share perspective, and hear about the superintendent's mission and vision for JCPS. There will be more of these meetings over the next few weeks and months. Tonight's event is at Fairdale High School from 5:30 to 7, and the next one is Tuesday, August the 12th.
10 Louisville organizations that combat family homelessness just got a major leg up in their fight. Yesterday, the city announced that $4.5 million in grant funds are going to be distributed among 10 Louisville nonprofits, including the Coalition for the Homelessness and Up for Women and Children. The money comes from the Bezos Day One Families Fund, which presents annual leadership awards to nonprofits that help unhoused families. City officials say they picked those 10 winners strategically, but they did add that community support is still vital for these organizations.
But what I want to do is also challenge our greater community, because they need your help. They cannot do it alone. Our city, our state, our nonprofits cannot do it alone, and we must work together if we are going to end family homelessness in our community. But it can be done.
The Day One Families Fund has given out about $750 million to organizations across the country since it started back in 2018.
Coming over to you, Matt, what is one thing we need to know?
We're almost done with this intense heat wave. Our heat advisory is still in place today until 8 p.m. Eastern time across Kentuckiana, which means we're still expecting temperatures today to reach the upper 90s and feel like the triple digits. But relief is on the way. Finally, we're going to track some better conditions in the forecast. We're talking about temperatures in the 80s by the weekend. All those details are coming up in just a few short minutes.